Hello and welcome. And I've just been reflecting on our this difficult time that we're all living through, and two things that occurred to me was certainly within the Christian tradition. We have always said a creed which says, "I believe in God," and I was sort of thinking about it this morning on my walk that the word "believe" has a certain not quite concreteness to it, although you would think it did. So, for instance, if I said, "Where's John gone?" So you might say, "Well, I believe he's at the shop." So there's a sort of hint of possibly, might not be, could be. And I've always thought, why wasn't the creed sort of saying, "I have faith in God"? So although you could say the word faith is slightly woolly, it actually is more concrete. So if I have faith, it seems to me much stronger. And then the other thing I was thinking, someone was saying to me about when I was out in the walk, and I heard someone say, "Well, I'll be waiting to hear or waiting for life to get back to normal." And of course, this is the normal now. This living in isolation, this not going to see people, not going to cinemas or theatres or socialising or going out for dinner, etc., etc., doing a little bit of exercise. So this is our normal. And what the future normal will look like, I don't think any of us know. So it's interesting that we are living now in this new normality, which is abnormal. So I don't think we will be going back to what was then. Things will have changed. We will have changed. I will have changed. Um, so this gives us a lot of time for thought and reflection and how we would like to be with each other in the days and weeks and months ahead. So, anyway, I've picked two poems today from wonderful poet Mary Oliver, who I love very much. And the first one is called "I Worried." I worried a lot. Will the garden grow? Will the rivers flow in the right direction? Will the earth turn as it was taught? And if not, how shall I correct it? Was I right? Was I wrong? Will I be forgiven? Can I do better? Will I ever be able to sing? Even the sparrows can do it, and I am, well, hopeless. Is my eyesight fading, or am I just imagining it? Am I going to get rheumatism, lockjaw, dementia? Finally, I saw that worrying had come to nothing, and gave it up. I took my old body and went out into the morning and sang. And her second poem that I've picked today is called "Don't Hesitate." If you suddenly and unexpectedly feel joy, don't hesitate, give in to it. There are plenty of lives and whole towns destroyed or about to be. We are not wise and not very often kind, and much can never be redeemed. Still, life has some possibility left. Perhaps it is way of fighting back, that sometimes something happens better than all the riches or power in the world. It could be anything, but very likely you notice it in the instant when love begins. Anyway, that's often the case. Anyway, whatever it is, don't be afraid of its plenty. Joy is not made to be a crumb. So I hope you've enjoyed those two poems, and keep well, keep washing your hands, and God bless.